Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I am going to remove this because here we are. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Please welcome Kenn from the Sanctuary of the Hekatean Polymorphous. Yes. So, the way I have it set up, it's like this. Oh, here. Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah.
So
there you go.
And Kenn is, you've all seen Kenn on my channel before because he is the author of The Oracle of the Hekatean Path. He worked with Chris Butler on this amazing deck. And and links to those conversations are below, links are below, are there, etc., blah, blah, blah. And then we are here with Bobby Robert Fierro Tarot. Hello.
Hi. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to have you both here with me. I'm Tarot Stash. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
Everybody, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it's free. This is simulcasting on my channel and Kenn's channel. Kenn, I haven't asked you this. Do you do private readings for people?
I have done here and there in the past, so it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Okay. So I know, Bobby, you do, and I do. So contact information is below in the description. So these are mini reads, which means that they're going to be brief. And if you want more in-depth stuff, please keep that in mind, that you can reach out to us. And as usual, these are for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really. All right. So let's say hi to, okay. So we do have, because there's 3 of us reading, we are going to do a reading that has 3 specific things that we're looking at. There's 3 positions, and it's boulder, rock, and pebble. The boulder, the thing that you really should focus on, it's the big stuff. The rocks come next, and the pebbles, do you even need to worry about them when you're filling up your jar? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this and keep that up. So then if you would like a reading with these prompts, type me in chat. Readings are done in random order, and please be present for your reading. And let's say hi to a bunch of people. How's that?
Yeah.
Nalani is here. Hypnicity. Joanne Mayhew. Rooted Willow Readings.
Hey, Willow.
James Davis. And Fogo Pogo Gasps.
I love that name.
Oh, yes. And I'm actually going to be on Kaylee's channel. Her channel is Woo Woo Wonderment. So we're going
to Woo Woo Wonderment.
Yes, that's Woo Woo Wonderment. So, and Ramon is here. Hello. Good to see you, Ramon. Ramon's got me coming on his channel for an In Orbit With. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, there you go. You get a hey, Bobby.
Yeah, I got a message from him saying he's lurking in the corner.
There you go. Vanessa is here. Vicky Howell. And Ramon is work lurking. Michelle Krantz, good to see you. Tropical Empress and Spirit. Phyllis, I got you. Michelle, I got you. Hypnicity, got you. Rooted Willow Readings, got you. Joanne Mayhew. Tropical Empress. Jenny, I got you. Okay. And Linda Day Gonzalez is here. Hi, Linda. Oh, here you go. Nalani just subscribed to Bobby. So this is good. And Linda De Gonzalez is saying hello to us.
Hey, Linda.
And Karen, Starseed Awakening is here. Drive lurking, so please be very careful.
Careful.
So, yes. So what's coming up for you, Ken? We'll use this time a little bit while we capture a few more people for reading.
Well, I would like to say in the immediate near future, some sleep.
Well, why do you need sleep?
I have had rather a frenetic week and weekend. For anybody that doesn't know, I was approached on last Monday afternoon by the organizer of the Tabby Summer Conference, just because they had a couple of speakers drop out for health reasons, and my co-collaborator Chris had dropped my name out there. And so they messaged me and said, "Oh yeah, could you fill in one of the blanks?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then went, "Oh, but it's in person and it's this weekend and I've got nothing prepared." So I just pulled something out of the hat. I ended up devising a rather quite an in-depth but like hastily put together presentation about Hekate and the major arcana of the Rider-Waite-Smith. I called it Fool at the Crossroads. And so I got to attend the conference in full. I got to see Chris in person. I haven't seen him since we finished the deck initially, which was before the pandemic and everything. I mean, we've spoken and on vid calls and stuff, but I've not actually seen him in person since. So it was nice to meet up with him, to meet some people that I'd kind of known for a little bit, but to meet them in person for the first time, like Andrea Day, and then to meet a whole host of new people. And my talk went really, really well. Everybody has like really been positive about it. And then Chris kind of realized that in doing my presentation, I've kind of written 10,000 words and the rough outline of the major arcana for tarot of the Hekatean Path. So that is on the horizon.
Okay, and we'll just do this. Hallelujah, everybody. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, because we're waiting for it. We want it to happen. This is great. So yes. So that's wonderful. And so do you know much about the goddess Hekate?
Who, me?
And if for those of you who don't know, Ken came on my channel. We did 2 laugh and learns about the goddess Hekate or Hekate, and links are below. So that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And Nancy Crohn's Intuition is here. Hello, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
And we did see Mary Hernandez Walker come in. So if I've missed anybody, my apologies. Bobby, what's up with you?
Funny enough, I actually have things going on now. I normally live a very quiet life, but I've been contracted. Papers are already signed to create an online tarot academy.
Wow.
And that'll be, I know, right? That'll be coming out in a couple months. Target date is 2 months out, but reality, I'm thinking a little longer.
Sure.
It'll be called Mystic Arcana Academy. How cool is that name?
That's good.
Outside of that's seriously eating up everything right now. I'm
of course
typing constantly these days.
Beautiful. And I'm a guest later today on celebrating the 100th episode of Twillo Lifestyle Community and their Monday shows. And then Tuesday, I am doing a laugh and learn about water. So the mundane, the magical, the healing and spiritual aspects of water. So you might want to, tune in for that. I have other shows coming up this week, so do like and subscribe. And so that'll be perfect. And so, okay, so I'm going to close the questions. So, and so what we are doing is we're doing boulder, rock, pebble. That's a different show. Sorry. That's a completely different show. What decks are you using?
Well, I've got a choice, but I'm gonna go with the Healing Light Tarot by Chris Butler. That person that happened to do the artwork for my own deck.
Oh, really? Okay. Cool. So
And I will be using the Healing Light Tarot and the Heaven and Earth Tarot.
Nice.
There it
Okay.
is.
Yeah. So I'm using the Oracle of the Hekatean Path. I'm going to embarrass myself and use that in front of the author. So
I was scared to do that too, but I'm going to do it as well.
So, and I also have the 5 Cent Tarot, and I have the Aquarian Tarot, because we'll see what happens. So, and Tropical Empress says, congratulations, Robert, on your new adventure.
Thank you.
Chatted a little bit the other day with Scott and Deborah Zachow.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing well with the Academy. That's great. That's great.
I'm very excited about it. I'm terrified, but I've always wanted to have a tarot school. Not only a tarot school, but I want all the associations approached. I want the Hebrew letters. I want the 10 Sephirah. I want runic, the chakras. I want all the associations, angels, demons. I want people to understand why the cards mean what they mean. So I'm very excited about this project.
I love that. All right, coming up, we have Phyllis, Michelle Krantz, Hypnicity, Rooted Willow Readings, and Joanne Mayhew in the first round.
I have an escapee card. It's just jumped out of the deck.
Do you need to get it, or do you have to change decks?
It's gone under the table. 1 second.
Do you need me to like cause a distraction? Which card was it?
Got it. I've got it.
Which card was it?
It was the Queen of Pentacles.
Ah, that's great.
She just decided to take a nosedive.
There's all kinds of royalty going on, because when we sat down backstage, I pulled 3 cards, one for each of us, and it was Page of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So there's a lot of royalty going on today. Let's be magical.
All right, Phyllis, are you here? So because we're looking at boulder, rock, and pebble. So I need people to let me know that they're here. So I'm going to, and Phyllis is here, and I've got my setup so that I can do that. So I will be doing boulder, which is apparently this card. And then Ken will be doing rock, and Bobby will be doing pebble. So, and, I should just trust my intuition about this, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you're always telling everybody to do that. You might as well do it.
Yeah. Okay. So I have card 19, which is Soul Guide. What's that? Psychopomp. So part of what is going on here is Phyllis, the big stuff that's going on for you, the boulder, is you're going through transition and evolution. You're actually meeting new guides who are going to be able to support you. And with anything, please remember that when you are learning something new, it's awkward. You don't know how it works. That's why you have a guide to be able to help you. Don't try to do this all on your own. The guides are wanting to support you. So, but all right, what do you've got for
So
Kenn?
interestingly, because obviously I'm using the Healing Light Tarot that Chris also illustrated, we have the Eight of Swords. Now, interestingly, the figure in that we utilized for the transitional spirit of the Psychopomp card. So if Gerald could just remind me what rock is standing for, just so I can make sure I'm not talking up the wrong
Rock
bit.
is, just talk. Boulder are the really big things. The rocks
That's
are the
right.
next things.
Yeah.
And then the pebbles are, should you even worry about them?
So moving on from the big transitions, it's you only get trapped down in the webs of your own making, but you're just as easy to break out of those. There is something very freeing and growth starting that can come from just learning to let go.
Okay. And Bobby, what do you have?
Well, since I saw you guys up there with two of Chris's decks, I just decided to use a third deck by Chris, and this is the Sun Tarot, and I pulled the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me don't stress over anything. Things are going in the right direction for you. It's a natural evolution. Things are right on track. Don't stress it. This card is associated with the planet Jupiter, abundance and growth. Go for it.
I love that. Okay, do you have your cards still out so we can show them all, or did you shuffle them in? Okay,
No,
I didn't tell Kenn to do that. So here you go, Phyllis. Thank you. Hope that helps. That's a great little reading there. So, all right. And next up is Michelle Krantz. Michelle, are you here? I think I saw Hypnicity. I saw Rooted, Willow, and Joanne. And so avert your gaze because I am going to move us. So there you go. And Phyllis said, great. Great news. Thank you.
Me.
So, and Michelle Krantz is here. And Cynthia Donegan is here. I did see Fran Hiltz come in. Kiba Lyons. So it's great to see so many people.
Do you guys remember Romper Room? Gerald, do you remember Romper Room?
I never watched it, but I know everybody reminds me. It's like, Gerald, you're like Romper Room.
Romper, Bomper, Stomper, do. They would look through this magic mirror and see everybody that was out in the TV land. It was pretty cool.
All right. So whenever you're ready, Kenn, you can start us off. And then, so Kenn is reading Boulder, Bobby is reading Rock, and I'm reading Pebble.
So I have flicked through to the Oracle of the Hekatean Path myself. And I've got where's my camera? The Philaremos, Lover of Solitude, Card of Retreat. And it's mostly just about learning that no matter how big things are, how stressful, how important, being able to step away from them is probably the best thing at this time. It's rocks roll downhill, but eventually they do erode into the pebbles. So, there's no point trying to hold the boulder up the mountain. Just sometimes it requires you to step away and let it fall.
Okay.
And I also went with the Oracle of the Hekatean Path. We got Clotho, the Spinner of Fate. Now, this card represents destiny. So what I'm getting from this is what you're meant to do is what's going to happen. Things are locked in at this point in a certain direction. This card also is associated, I believe, Kenn, is it with the Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah, similarly, yeah, the fates in general, and Hecate's role as an influencer of fate.
An influencer. That is so cool to hear. So that's two cards for the Wheel of Fortune that I've pulled today. Everybody is on an upswing, and I'm loving that. The message I'm going to give you to take is don't stress, all right? You got your tools. Work it. Weave your own destiny. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I have for you, Michelle, the things that you shouldn't necessarily be worrying about, or the last things that you're working on. I got Temperance. And this is the card that says patience at the top. But the great thing about Temperance is, for me, it's the witchcraft card of the deck. It's putting things together that don't normally work together and making them work together. So thinking less about temperance as in moderation. It's about heating things up, pounding them, sticking them into the water, and sharpening your sword. But with it becomes a small thing to keep in mind is to remember to have balance. So there you go. So it looks like an infinity sign and at the top of that second card, Michelle said.
Yeah, it is.
And Emily, I will add you to the list. I'm not sure if we'll get to you. So thanks, Michelle.
How many people are in here, Gerald?
Right now we have 24 people who are watching.
Wow.
Which means there should be 24 people who are making sure that they go into the description and clicking on everybody's channels and verifying that they are subscribed. So, so thank you, Michelle. Nalani, Hypnicity is up, and avert your gaze. Avert your gaze. So there you go.
So the Boulder card I'm pulling for you is the Three of Pentacles reversed. Now, a lot of people don't read reversals, and that's awesome, but I started reading reversals, and now that's just the way I have to do it. The Three of Pentacles is all about working with others and getting along well. Not only that, it's in a material aspect. If you guys see my hand shake, it's not because I'm nervous. I have a neurological problem. Working well with others is encouraged at this point in time. Making sure that you yourself cross all the T's, dot all the I's, make sure that the details are taken care of, because it will serve you properly going forward. Okay. This is a card. Gotta throw the astrology, and this is a card of Capricorn. So it's all about making sure you have what you need. Okay.
Okay. Makes sense. So two cards popped out. If Richie were here, he would be saying you're not allowed to do two cards. But so the rock here, this is what's interesting. You got that big thing that Bobby was talking about. I have the Four of Swords and the Page of Pentacles, which is saying a key thing to remember is you need to rest and you need to remember to go at an appropriate pace. Because sometimes, Nalani, you're an overachiever. You want to get everything done. You want to have it done like now. And guess what? It's not going to do that. So allow yourself, give your brain a chance to think about something else, and then learn something new and be willing to take that path. So that's what I got for you.
So I've stuck with the Oracle of the Hekatean Path, and for your pebbles, you have the New Moon, the card of beginnings, and interestingly, coming out of Gerald's too. This is kind of just a reminder that tomorrow is another day. The opportunities that you might miss out on, and it's not the end of the world. There's always going to be time to start something fresh and new, but you need to, be rested, and cognizant enough to take it on, when you're ready.
There you go. Wow. Thank you, Hypnicity. And we have Layla Salem is here. Hello, Layla. Rossi has joined us. And Hekate is faithful. Do you know this person? Hekate is faithful.
I don't
Um,
think so.
Is
Nice
he
to
on,
meet you, though.
is he on my channel?
Yes, they are on your channel.
Yes, I think that I do think I do know them. I can't
exhibit
remember
no
the name, but I
surprise.
think they are in the UK. But they are the guy that bought my Oracle deck from America because he was desperate and he paid.
I
quite a lot.
remember you talking about that.
Sure it's the same guy. So
And
hello.
and it was totally worth it, wasn't it? So, and
I hope
yeah, Hypnicity said, "Devil is in the details," and I am an overthinker, and so there you go. And Coyote is here, and oh, Hypnicity said, "I am a Cancer Sun and Moon. It's been an emotional couple of weeks."
Mm.
So, and so we're unfortunately we're filled up for readings. So yeah, subscribe
That's
to all
him.
of our channels, and yep, that's me. So so thank you everybody for being here. Rooted Willow readings is next, then Joanne, Tropical Empress and Spirit, Jenny Berlin, James Davis, Vanessa Kismet Smitten, Linda De Gonzalez, and Vicky Howell. And Duncan Payne is here. Do you know
Love
this
that.
person?
That is my dad.
Are you
Dad,
shitting?
That is my dad.
Dad, are you like incredibly? Are you incredibly proud of your offspring for this? Holy crap! I would be because I'm proud and I'm not related to him. So
You're so lucky. My family tree is full of nuts.
so and so rooted Willow is up. So and I'm doing all of the background things. So I'm using
I
the
just realized
Oracle.
I'm back to rock. I didn't even notice I'd moved.
Well, that's because Dad
Seamless.
showed up and it was like, holy crap, Dad. Yes. Oh, here you go. Yes, he's so talented.
Oh, stop.
Screenshot it. It's perfect. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Dad. All right, rooted. Okay, what do we got for you? Oh, how do you pronounce that first word, Ken?
Inalia.
Inalia of the Sea. This is about emotions. Rooted Willow readings. Now is the time to be honoring your emotions, because when I see this image, what's interesting is that this light is coming from the sacral chakra, and this is you are well connected through your emotions. Honor them. Do not hide them. Recognize them and allow them to suggest to you directions. Start with how you're feeling about things and then move to the rock. So
I've swapped over to the Fyodor Pavlov tarot. This is my Kickstarter edition. It's a very beautiful tarot, and we have the High Priestess, which is depicted as the Pythia of the Oracle at Delphi. And for this one, coming off Gerald's emotional card, this is about just trusting your intuition. Once you don't get bogged down in the emotional abyss, you can start to see clearly. You can see through the veil of intuition, and you'll know the answer when the time comes.
Love it. All right.
And I pulled the Hanged Man. I switched over to the Lorenzi tarot. Now, the Hanged Man tells you just to stop. If you look at things in a new way, all right? Because you have the opportunity to do that, and even if you don't have the opportunity, there's a need to do that. Take your time, stop, look at things from a new perspective. Neptune is the planet that rules this card. Neptune provides a new insight to things. So check that out, okay?
Beautiful. Thank you, Rooted Willow Readings. Thank you for being here. Willow sent me a fun little email, which was great. So, and then we have Joanne Mayhew. Avert your gaze. Avert your gaze. So, and Joanne is up. Then we have Tropical Empress and Spirit, Jenny Berlin, James Davis, and Vanessa Kismet Smitten. Thank you all for being here for the readings. And Rooted Willow Reading said, yes, all changed last night via phone call from Sun. Okay.
We got a jumper.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's
so,
the jump?
so did I. I got a jumper. It's on the floor. I can see it. It's face up. So that's the boulder.
Right.
Do you need me? Do you need me to cause a distraction so you
No,
can get it?
I can see it. It's the Two of Swords. I'll grab it in a sec. But yeah, it's the Two of Swords. And this card is basically just saying that, you know, if you are struggling to make a decision in one respect or another, you know, sometimes it's better to let your guard down a little bit just to be able to move forward, because sometimes you can be, you know, if you're overly defensive, then, you know, you're keeping even the positive things at bay. So, you know, in order to reduce the size of that boulder, you know, let your guard down. And now I'm going to go for the card.
My jumper that came out
Oh, so glamorous.
is the Lorenzi Tarot again, and I've got the Devil. The Devil tells you that you're focusing on the wrong things completely. You're tied to things you really shouldn't be tied to right now. There's a lot going on that you can walk away from at any point. It might be possible that security is an issue because this is a card of Capricorn. But the fact is, you're in control. Okay? You can walk away from anything you need to walk away from. Okay?
And the pebbles, Joanne, is the sun reversed. So this is interesting, going off of what Bobby was saying. This is where, you know, you should be noticing the things that are shining and giving you enlightenment. And instead, you're focusing on the reasons and the things that make you discontent. These are the things you're allowing them to hide the positives that are around you. And it's forcing you to have a bit of to have a bit of pessimism, and it's causing mania. So stop that.
The
So,
three of those cards could be tied in with the Two of Swords, honestly, putting yourself in a position that you're really not comfortable being in.
Yeah.
Just to keep the peace.
Yep. So be very careful about that, especially with the sun reversed, because it's, you know, you're noticing the reasons that you're not happy. Stop that.
It's funny you should say the sun. I just want to show you, this has nothing to do with their reading, but on my sun card for the Lorenzi Tarot, can you see who that figure, those two figures are sitting down?
David Bowie.
David Bowie.
Oh my gosh.
When I got this deck, I was like, is that Bowie? Chris did the same thing when I showed him.
Yeah. And Holly is here. Hi, Holly. So, okay. So next up we have Tropical Empress and Spirit, who I believe their name is Amanda. And then Jenny Berlin. James Davis, I haven't heard from you. Please let us know that you were here. So,
Hey.
and then Vanessa, and then Linda. So,
what's that? Trop?
And Tropical Empress, and it is.
Okay, so the card I'm pulling for your Boulder card is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of oppression. It's also a card of healing. It's time to put your load down and find the healing you need. It's a card of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is healing.
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to carry the load for everybody around you. Okay, it's okay to make sure that you're taken care of. Okay, you know that thing on the airplane, put it over your face before you put it on your kids.
Yep.
My mom used to say, throw the kid out of the plane first before you jump. So yeah, just caution on how much you're taking onto yourself. Next.
Well, I have, the rock for you, Amanda, is this is the Ace of Cups. It is critical that you honor the emotions that you are experiencing, because you are evolving as a spiritual being, and with that comes all sorts of emotions. The Ace of Cups suggests there's a new emotion coming. Keep in mind that emotions are emotions, and they're emotions. If we honor them and we understand them and we entertain them, we get to learn from them. So, enjoy these emotions that that are coming up for you. So there's that.
So your pebbles are represented by Melano, the dark-minded, which is the card of dichotomy. And like Gerald mentioned with the emotional side of things, this card is definitely about not allowing things to pull you in opposite directions. We are all darkness and light. We all have bad, we all have good. And there's nothing wrong in that. There's nothing to be ashamed of. But by achieving a sense of balance is how you'll be able to move forward without either aspiring into a future that might never happen or being held back by the specters of, distant mistakes in the past. Just, accept everything as part of life's rich tapestry, and, keep on keeping on.
Yeah. That's so true. That's a good reminder. Thank you, Amanda. And Amanda said, yes, I have been growing in spiritual gifts. I started my own YouTube channel last month and embracing my abilities. And she's been going through physical therapy for shoulder surgery from February, and just moved into a new house. So yeah, that's incredible. So, and
I've really got to stop putting the card back in the deck automatically.
Well, it's a habit, isn't it?
It is.
We're done. We're there. So
there it is, Bill.
yeah, the Lorenzi is one of Holly's favorite decks.
I love this deck. It's a combination of modern and mythical. It's beautiful.
Holly, all of the decks used are not in the description yet. So, and Green Adventuring Tarot is here. Hello. And by the way, just so that everybody knows, the questions are closed for this round. Do hang out, because there may be a reading that resonates for you. So definitely keep that in mind. Jackie's Crystal Moon is here. Hello. And Ken, Amanda did say, I do struggle with the balance of both. Thank you for the insight. So perfect. Jenny is here. James Davis, please let me know that you're here. And then Vanessa and Linda. So avert your gaze, avert your gaze. So, and
I'm a pebble.
And I did see Jenny Berlin. So.
I have the house to myself this week. My husband went out camping with his family.
What, you don't like to camp?
Oh gosh, no, not here in Arizona. Are you kidding?
No. Okay.
And it's monsoon season.
Monsoon season. And Jenny, what I have for you, the big thing that you need, the boulder that you need to be taking care of, and how do you pronounce that?
Liana,
the lioness. And this is strength. And when I look at this card, going off of the image, this is someone who knows they have this power, understands they have this power, can use it effectively, and can choose not to use it effectively. So this is about having strength and wisdom and knowledge. So the big thing is Jenny, it may be important for you to, I call it taking the sacred pause, taking a breath before you do anything, because you have a lot more power than what you let on. So that's what I have for you, Jenny.
So I've gone back to the Healing Light Tarot, and for your rock, we have the Three of Swords. Now, I see this as being literally a sort of crossroads where the swords meet in the middle. And I don't know if you can quite make that out. There is a teeny little butterfly just in the center of the heart.
Yeah.
Now, this is the head versus heart effect, where in order for you to want to move forward, you're kind of wrestling with, do I go with the logical thought outside, or do I just go with something that makes me feel good, or that I'm in, that I'm passionate about? And actually, we stress over that, but there's no right or wrong answer. Both options are things that will benefit us and be, to our advantage. So, don't fear a possible amount of discomfort or pain, and don't let fear hold you back. Because, at the very center, you've got the beautiful transformative element of the butterfly.
Nice. It's great. Don't mix it in there. Don't mix it back in.
I've got it.
Okay. Go ahead, Bobby. You're up.
And the thing that's not a big deal is the King of Pentacles. Now, applying the King of Pentacles to this position, the only thing I can think of is you're overthinking finances. You're overthinking your home life. You're overthinking the material things in your life. Stop and enjoy. Okay, just chill. Okay? I was going to say something that I tell my clients, but it's not appropriate for live.
I dare you. I dare you.
Calm your tits. Well, when I say stuff like that, it always makes my clients go, and it snaps them back into the reading, because I'm dead serious when I'm telling my clients, you need to calm down.
I've just had a mental flash when you said that as well. All I can see is Robin Williams in Mrs. Doubtfire putting his tits out with the pan lids.
Yes. Oh my gosh. All right. Bobby, did you mix that card back in?
No.
Okay, there we go. Yes. Okay. Jenny said, "Thank you, gentlemen. So right." And you're getting a lot of LOLs for the
And I've told you both, I try to start off so professional in my readings, but by the end, I'm Whoopi Goldberg and goes, "You in danger, girl."
Yes. And by the way, if anybody is wondering who created this reading, it is Pamela Batchelor. She gave this. This is one of the readings that I'm using this week. So Pamela, I'm glad to see you here. It is lovely. Thank you for being here. And all right, we just did Jenny, right? And we're now up for James, who is here. And all of the rest of our readings are here. So we have Vanessa, Linda, and Vicky Howell, which will take us to about the hour. And so James Davis is here. So, and we will say again at the end the decks that we're using. A couple of people have asked which decks we're using. So,
okay, so your boulder, not what everybody wants to see, but the Ten of Swords. Can you see me? I can't see me on the screen. Oh, there we go. I had a power outage, I think. Yeah, so 10 of swords. But actually, you know, as much as people stress about this card, it sounds trite to say, but things can't really get any worse. You know, from here on end, everything improves. You know, and it's not a case of staying in that moment of either feeling defeated or feeling powerless or just feeling, you know, on the verge of giving up. It's the next step that matters.
Mm.
I like that. That's cool. For me, I'm going to switch out and use the Tarot of Dreams by Cyril Marchetti. And we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is new possibilities, infinite new ideas, new challenges of a mental nature. So anything that crosses your path with the Ace of Swords, this being in the position it's in right now, you're capable of handling this. You may have some stress issues that'll pop up if I'm piggybacking on what Kenn says, but the aces are between his 10 and my ace. Things are getting better. Okay. I'll put this up here so I don't put it down.
And part of what I got is the pebble is the devil reversed. And what's I like the devil reversed because in particular, you're developing detachment about these things. The boulder and the rock, and that sense of detachment allows you to make stronger choices that are in line with what you desire. So that devil, you know, the devil is one of those things that it comes from the inside out and prevents us from doing. Reversing that allows you to have detachment and you can think about things much more clearly. So, okay, shall we hold this up for James?
I kept it.
Yay. So there you go.
Can be taught.
Thank you for being here, James. So that's great. All right. Vanessa did say that they were in Arizona too.
Oh yeah, where at?
So
I'm up near Tucson in Sierra Vista. The Devil's Armpit, I believe, is what they call it. So, Vanessa, for you, the Boulder card is the Empress. Now, there's a couple ways to read this. The Empress in this position, without clarifiers, could be an older family member that you're currently going through something with. It could be the fact that you are the Empress yourself and are going through something with those that you're in charge of taking care of. And the last possibility is love. The whole card revolves around love, though. So the challenge is, I think, honestly, people trying to take advantage of your love and what you're willing to do and protect them with. So be conscious of how much seems to be a lot of that I'm handing out today. Know that you need to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else.
mm-hmm. Yeah. So the rock is you're having to make choices. Life is about choices. Do you turn left or do you turn right? Do you say this or do you pause, think it through? Do you allow that to happen? Vanessa, it feels very much like you have been making lots and lots of choices. And when you're doing that, it's a bit exhausting. So it is okay to press pause and to say to someone, I need time to think of this. I need to think about this. And all right, I'll tell her. You're very intelligent, Vanessa. Regardless of what anybody may tell you, they're dicks. They're not telling you the truth. You're intelligent. You make smart choices. You also sometimes want to get more information and it's absolutely okay to ask for more information. So
Trust your intuition.
yeah, there you go.
Interestingly, because I have a Cups card as your pebbles, I have the Queen of Cups. But what I first sort of got when I saw this one, not only the sort of hints towards the Empress and sort of the earthy element, but the fact that this pregnancy to me was coming through as pent up emotion that you've not either had the opportunity or maybe even the bravery to release. And I'm not seeing it as a sort of like a pregnancy. I am seeing it more like an obstruction. So in order to carry on, the pebbles is literally to just get it out in whatever healthy way that it takes for you to do that, and then have a glass of wine afterwards. Why not?
And yes, okay, so let's show Vanessa all of the cards. So there you go. I love how this Two of Swords is surrounded by this divine feminine energy.
I noticed that.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, all right, thank you. And Pamela says it's a fascinating reading. I love it. And Tara 12 is here, and by the way, James said thank you, Gerald, Ken, and Robert. And Twisted Sushi is here. Vanessa must live in Gilbert.
Gilbert, I used to live in Gilbert. I worked there for a long time. Oh, long story.
So, and James did say, I've been overthinking, tend to get attached to outcomes. So, and by the way, okay, so Linda de Gonzalez is up, and Holly D. Monic said that the purgatory of subscribers only was a bit hellish, but in a FOMO tantric way. And what's interesting, oh, here, avert your gaze, avert your gaze, avert your gaze. Oops, there we go. One of the reasons that I do that is because it does keep the trolls at bay, and it creates a safer environment for all of us. So
a reader thought that actually it was Scott. I think the first time I went on his channel, he thought I was going to cause problems because he'd never met me before, and my icon is a little odd looking. But it turns out I'm very sweet. Yeah, it's the Mercury symbol with the Hekate, Hecate's wheel inside.
Okay.
But if you don't know what it is, it looks a little odd.
Do you really want us to believe that you're sweet?
I'm going to try.
Okay. Okay. Vanessa said, thank you so much. My grief has taken my days and nights. So thank you for this reading. Yes. Yes. And Born to be Wild is here. Hello. And so Linda, you're bolder, Linda. Oh gosh. Linda, you got two boulders. And you got Cerberus, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, Cerberus.
Okay. So we have obstacles, and we also have Kirk.
Kirke, Cersei.
Okay.
Yeah, yes. Whichever way you want to say.
It's about transformation. And so very clearly, Linda, I'm going to be as clear and direct with a lot of support that I can, is these obstacles are allowing you to have transformations in a dramatic way, and they're good for you. And I'm going to be very interested in what these the other two have for you. So,
well, interestingly, I have actually I've gone back to the Oracle of the Hekatean Path, and we have card 49, Artemis Independence. Ooh. And actually, I see this as, shaking off the chains of Kerberos, doing away with the swine of Kirke, and just being yourself and not needing to apologize for any of it.
Oh, yes. Yes, Queen.
Ken, when you say stuff like that, I get the chills, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
speak that stuff, boy. Cersei is my cat's name, Kirki. My husband picked out the name. He didn't want me to name her anything witchy. I said, okay, you pick it out. He said Cersei. And I went, okay.
Okay, dear.
All right. And the card I'm pulling for you is also with the Hekatean Path. It's Dataphoros, Torchbearer, Guidance.
Mm.
Okay. Now, there's two ways that I'm looking at this. Number one, guidance is available to you. But at the same time that you're going through this, you yourself are going to be guiding somebody else. There's two torches that the goddess carries with her. I've always viewed that when it comes to tarot, as especially with this deck, although you're somebody shining their light for you, you're shining a light for somebody else at the same time. Okay. And I have always loved that. So just, I guess what I'm trying to say is guidance is there for you, but at the same time, you need to help guide others along that path also.
Yes. So, okay, we got them.
Look, I kept it again. I'm
Thank
so proud
you.
of me.
Here you go, Linda. Thank you. And Jane the Seeker Tarot, lovely to see you, said,
Okay.
this deck looks like it would go well with the Angelarium Oracles of Lamentations.
Lamentations. Yeah, I want to get that deck. In fact, I might end up getting it today.
There you go. Linda Day Gonzalez said, awesome reading, also a bit scary and exciting. And I actually really appreciate how you've said scary and exciting, because those are very, very closely related. And you're very welcome. And hi, Shalisha, the readings are closed for today. And so Vicky and then Lisa Keller is up. So Vicky, I did see. Avert your gaze, avert your gaze, avert your gaze. Okay.
Back in the middle.
So there you go.
Right. Ooh. It's another Enalia appearance.
Oh yeah.
So again, we have it, of the sea, the emotional realm, and in the boulder position, it's definitely about making sure that you don't allow yourself to be swept under and dragged out further into the emotional tempest that of life, really. But it's that you have the command over your own emotions. You don't have to just allow them to rage and roil and crash against the rocks. You can actually use them in a positive and constructive way, to see you through whatever obstacles are ahead of you.
Mm-hmm.
And me. Oh, I forgot. Well, I love your voice. I'm like, keep talking. I pulled the Three of Wands. This is the Heaven and Earth deck. It's very similar to the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but with an oil painting vibe to it. I love this deck. So this says that plans you've made, sit back, relax, trust the process. Things are coming to you. Now is the time, though, to start setting up for the next step. Don't spend too much time patting yourself on the back for things. Okay. Momentum is important here for stability. This is a card of the Sun and Jupiter at the same time. So it brings wonderful, powerful abundance and joy. Okay.
And the pebble that I have is an extra card in the 5-cent tarot. It is called the Beyond. And this is one of those things. This is about the soul. It's about higher beings. It's about belief. So sprinkle throughout your day, noticing those signs that you have a soul and that things are lining up to support you. So, okay. Do we have your cards up still?
I do.
Okay, there you go. So thank you, Vicky. And and Jane is like going, where did you find these guys, Sarah Stash? I really like them. Well, I really like them too. And there is enough of them to go around.
He lit a bonfire, threw some herbs in it, and summoned, and there we were.
Well, yes, there you go. Yes, amongst other things. Better at that. So true. Wow, all three. Thank you. So all right. And Lisa Keller is our last reading, and I do appreciate everybody for being here.
Wow, it's gone so quick. Wow.
Yeah, we're at an hour. I'm trying to keep things at an hour. And so we're doing boulder, rock, pebble. So
boulder.
And of course, Pamela Batchelor said, I just knew bay leaves were involved. Well, if I'm doing any sort of magic, there's bay leaves involved. So that is what happens. So Lisa Keller.
All right, Lisa.
Oh, you've gone silent, Bobby.
Can't hear you. KT Tarot, yes, we all have channels. And in the description of this are links to all of the channels. So hi, Linda, or Lorraine R. So try to unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. You're at the bottom. You have there's a little button that you can push that gives you the ability to.
Okay.
There you go.
Now?
We can hear you. Yeah.
I'm having an alert on my screen saying my headphone is unplugged, and it wasn't. I don't know what I did. Technology and I, not so good.
All right.
The Eight of Wands is a card of things happening very rapidly for you. Its traditional name is called swiftness. The thing about this card is that wands are about power, fire, and energy. And the planet associated this is Mercury. And I associate this card with power in speaking your truth. Okay, power in making your desires known to those around you and to the world around you. We can't bring change into our life unless we speak the need for it, either to ourselves, the universe, or to somebody else. But things don't just spontaneously happen unless we make them happen. So I'm thinking that you are in the process of things happening already, and sit back and enjoy it. Okay.
And so, Lisa, what I have for you, the rock is you have to be very careful. It's the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. It's about getting caught up in the overthinking of things. It's about losing sleep because you are overthinking it. It is also the card of paying attention to your dreams, because I am a believer that sometimes if we cannot consciously figure out what's going on, we can do so unconsciously. And it's a 9, so you're almost done with the stuff that you've been thinking about. Stick with it, make it through, and remember that in dreams can provide us information, and so carefully look at them. So all right.
I'm getting accosted by a cat. Although interestingly, it is my cat called Luna, and the card that I've got is Artemis, so it's quite fitting. And seeing the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Swords, there's a lot of projectile type sort of symbols there. With Artemis, she's just kind of getting you to hone your sights to narrow down the target. Or even Luna is headbutting the card as well. Just focus on what you can hit dead on, rather than throwing everything out there and hoping something lands.
I love that.
Can I add something to that, Ken?
Mm-hmm.
Anytime the Artemis card comes up in my daily devotional, I know it tells me don't take any crap from anybody.
Yep.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Thank you, Lisa Keller. Do you have it in you to do a general? There were multiple people who came in and asking for readings, but the cutoff had passed. Shall we do a general reading for people?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to switch to my True Black Tarot. That's the joy of having hundreds of decks, guys. You know it. You can just whip out.
Well, actually, I came away from the Tabby conference with a goodie bag and some raffle prizes. So I have 8 new decks.
Oh,
wow. Love it.
Including the Pamela Coleman Smith commemorative set, which I didn't have. I won that in the raffle, so I'm looking forward to getting involved with that. And I got a second edition of Emily Carding's Transparent Oracle as well, because I hadn't got the second edition. So I'm rather stoked on that one.
Yeah. Thank you, Hecate's Faithful and Terra 12. So
I thought you were talking to Ken.
oh, and Cynthia Donegan, thank you. So all right. So in general, here's the boulder for us to be thinking about. And that boulder is Demeter, loss. So thinking about the things that did not turn out the way we'd expected them, the loss and experiencing loss is part of the human experience. When we take a moment and understand that it is the loss, and that loss will never go away, we will always feel that loss, but how we cope with it will evolve. And think about, everybody's assignment. Go read a little bit up on the story of Demeter. So, and what that is. But loss never goes away. Just what changes is how we live with it.
So, and I've got for the rock, Hecate's Wheel, the card of cycles. So again, you've kind of got this Wheel of Fortune-esque energy that comes forward. And it's always interesting when cards like this sort of arrive in the middle of any reading, because it is literally just telling us that this is all part of the normal way that life unfolds. And similarly to sort of how we deal with loss as a natural and unavoidable aspect of being alive, it's a case of that we can come out of it stronger. We can come out of it, we can come out of any negative situation with positives if we just look at it in a slightly different way. And with the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot, I often find in people's readings they're always trying to push the wheel back the way it came, rather than just hunkering down and riding it out the other side. Because there's so much more more energy lost trying to force it the way it won't go, than just actually riding it through to the other side.
That's great. All right, Bobby, bring us home.
And since you guys both used the Hekatean Path deck, I'll close it out with that. And I drew a Penifestate, most manifest goddess diversity. Yes, it took me a while to learn how to say that. At least it wasn't as hard as Propylea. That was the one that was hard to learn. Epiphanestheia, the most manifest goddess, brings diversity. It brings, to me, change. It means look at everything available to you. There's things out there that you may not be aware of. It's time to change things up a little bit. Time to step out into a new type of power that, quite frankly, may surprise you.
Yes. I mean, because isn't this what the life is like? We experience loss, we go into the evolution as yours can, and then, we develop new power.
Yeah.
So all right. Oh my goodness. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. This
Thank
has
you
been
for having us.
truly wonderful. As soon as we're finished here, maybe we'll figure out a time when the three of us can read again,
Absolutely.
if that works. So, I love it, Ken. If I want to be in the room with Bobby and Kenn, as Bobby is, gushing as in, the fangirling. No judgment about the fangirling. Trust me, I do the same thing. So yeah, most manifest goddess. That's beautiful. And Hekate is faithful. Thanks, guys. It has been beautiful. Thank you. And Madame Maru's House of Cards, Marita, is here.
Maru, I didn't see you there. How you doing, love?
Yep. And by the way, Kenn, you have been a guest on with Bobby for his what do you call the series, Bobby?
The section I have on my channel is called Behind the Cards, and I take people through the fool's journey. I ask questions from the fool to the world on how they develop their spirituality and go forward in life, and bring it to the masses, basically. Now, the tricky thing about that is, you guys, I haven't been able to get any more guests who are willing to come on the channel lately. So
Really?
right? Well, the thing is, everybody I've approached, well, I interview you, but I would love to have you back. Everybody thinks I'm after their subscribers, but that's really not what the issue is. I just want people to understand how we came to be who we are.
Jane the Secret Tarot might be a good person. I read with Jane.
I was thinking about that when she came in. I saw her. Yeah.
Jane's like, I am not worthy. Yes, you are, Jane.
That's my line. That's my line. I'm not worthy. That's what I say.
Yes. That's so true. That's so
Jane,
true.
I'm getting your number from Gerald. Expect to get a call from
Jane, can I give him the contact information for a text? Oh yeah, and Linda de Gonzalez could be a good person to come to, too. And OMG, there are enough subscribers to go around for everyone. Yes. So
I didn't even realize that's what the issue was until a friend of mine pointed out. Do you think they think you're after their subscribers? And it honestly, my brain doesn't work that way, so I was pretty shocked to hear that might be a possibility.
It's a lovely series, and you ask very thoughtful questions. And Kaylee is like, going, if you are interested, she's shrugging. Stop shrugging. So there you go. So
if you guys are interested in being a guest on Behind the Cards, please contact me through Robert Fierro Tarot. Okay.
Robert Fierro Tarot, you heard it here. And and by the way, purchase responsibly, know your limits. We're here to share, not to sell. We're here to share, not to sell. And the forthcoming Hekatean Tarot, or the Tarot of Hekate, and then the book.
The book, yes, I am making headway on the book. Obviously, I had to put the book to one side to get my presentation done for the conference.
Of course.
But yes, it's coming along. I'm nearly there.
There you go.
I'm nearly there.
Good. Yeah. You got people. So there you go.
We have
there you go.
We have.
Oh, what's the cat's name?
This is Luna.
That's Luna, and she's done with us.
Thank you, Maru.
Oh, she's moody. She's moody.
Moody.
Mm.
Wow. And Robert's channel, I mean, his website is linked in the description. So, all right, we shall say farewell. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. This has been abso-freaking-lutely delightful.
I had a
And,
blast.
So I did too. And a few people said they'd like us to read again. So, you know, there you go.
Set it up backstage.
We will. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye, you guys. Have a great day.